All right, we are fucking live. Let me just adjust this. I knew right off the bat there was going to be fucking technical issues. First time doing this. Audio seems to be working great. Video, I can see myself. Yeah, I schedule it all up. What happens? Boom, hit the fucking stream. Camera's not working. But anyways, here we are. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Darren Robinson. I am a online fitness coach, new to the online fitness coach world. I spent 3 decades as a personal trainer, face-to-face, 16-hour days, dealing with people's drama and whatnot. The pandemic made things a little bit tricky for people like myself. So I decided to get the hell out of the face-to-face business and get into the online coaching business. This has actually worked out quite well for me because it's pandemic proof. You can lock me down, but you can't lock down the internet. So, well, you probably can depending on where you are, but whatever, internet's working. So funny thing was, I hired a coach to get me online and help me, show me all the things to do with the different software and stuff like that. And one thing that he said was that I had to get on TikTok. And I was like, get on fucking TikTok. I'm not a 12-year-old. I don't want to be singing freaking lip syncing videos and dance videos and shit like that, doing different challenges. And he's like, listen, you don't have to do that. It's a great advertising platform. Just get yourself out there and just be yourself. So I put a post out there, said, here I am. My name's Darren Robinson. I'm a fucking trainer, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, fuck this, fucking whatever. And my shit just started blowing up. In no time, I think within the first few weeks, I was probably at like maybe 40,000 followers, something like that. I was like, holy shit, this is freaking amazing. TikTok's fucking awesome. And it was going really well. You know, for the first couple months, every video I put out, it would be getting 50,000 views, 100,000 views, several 100,000, 1 million. Like, it was unbelievable. Getting tons of messages from people. It's my main flow of traffic into my business. So 0 complaints. I was loving the whole TikTok thing. It was awesome. And then all of a sudden, weird shit starts happening. All of a sudden, I notice, what is this? I'm getting community violations for things. Stuff that are not sensitive topics or anything like that. And even if it was a mildly sensitive topic, the fact that I would dance around it in such a way where I'm not going to obviously say anything that's going to get me into any kind of trouble, because that would be stupid and irresponsible. So yeah, I'm looking at these community violations. I would always appeal the community violations, and they would always be put back on. No, sorry, Darren, but we took it off accidentally and shit like that. TikTok, you're definitely guilty until proven innocent, which kind of drives me crazy. And I'd love to know who these fucking snowflakes are that piss and moan about the tiniest little thing and freaking complain about you. So I'm going to show you actually a couple of the videos that I got in shit for, which, again, boggle my mind. So let me turn up the volume here so you can hear this stuff. So I've done duets with people where I see someone's video and I'm just like, how does this thing have millions of views? It drives me crazy. And I'm like, Jesus, like, what are they bringing to the table? So let's see here. So this was... hopefully it gets into focus really quick. Some old lady who's like 75, and her page is significantly overtly sexual, okay? Now, she's in moderately decent shape, especially for a 75-year-old. I'd say my mother, who's the same age, is probably in better shape than her. But at the end of the day, I'm not making fun of the shape she's in or anything. It's just like, you're a fucking 75-year-old woman who probably has kids, probably has grandkids, might have great-grandkids. Have a little bit of self-respect in what you're doing in your videos and putting it out there. Okay, so let me actually first see if we can get this to focus in here on this and not me. And of course, there's no volume. Let me do that again, shall I? So I told you there was going to be issues.
10.4 million views.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Please, Jesus, do not fucking turn around. Do Do not take that shawl off. That's a lot of pelvis. A lot of pelvis.
Okay, so just that alone, boom, I get a community violation. For what? Well, overtly sexual material. Now, this video has tons of views on her page. The overly sexual material ain't mine. It's fucking hers, you know? But I'm the one getting a community violation for her disgusting old ass prancing around in her freaking skivvies. And again, then all of a sudden it gets reinstated because I appeal it. So the video goes back up and I get so much hate from these people, mainly female, but still even males. She's gorgeous. Let her live her best life. I'm like, if that was your fucking mother, you would drive to her house immediately and throw a fucking sheet over her so the fucking neighbors didn't see what she goddamn looked like or what she was doing. If you had kids and they were trick-or-treating and this woman came to the door acting like that, you would pull them away like their life fucking depended on it. But no, because it's on fucking social media and because I said something, you're like, oh, you're just being an asshole. She's such a nice person. She's beautiful. She's not beautiful. Okay, Sophia Loren at that age, she's beautiful. This chick, not beautiful. I'm not saying she's ugly, but she ain't beautiful. Let's not go there, okay? Why we have to always call people beautiful nowadays is a little bit beyond me. But anyways, so I'm getting in shit. I've got people even posting on there, oh, you're just jealous because she wouldn't look at you. She's in better shape than you are. Okay. Let's keep it fucking real, all right? You can say whatever you want and go, Darren, you're being an asshole talking about this poor woman, but let's not say she's in better shape than me, okay? Fucking stupid. All right, so that's one community violation where, again, people go fucking sideways on me. I'm going to show you another. Whoops, Jesus Christ. I'm going to show you another one now that I got. Another duet of this redheaded girl. She's a beautiful girl, okay? So this post, I think, got 10.5 million views or something like that. And it's just kind of these shallow posts. I go on there and I try and drop knowledge on people. Sure, sometimes I'm just being an asshole or I'm telling a stupid story or whatever it may be. But for the most part, a lot of my content actually gets something out of it. When I just see these young girls on TikTok that do nothing but parade around with their fucking tits out and shit like that, and they're getting millions of views and stuff, that's great. I realize there's a lot of teenage boys on there, and this is probably good bathroom material for them. But the thing is, come on. You have a very small window, girl. You got a few years of doing this. And when that body starts to go south, you got nothing. You're bringing nothing to the fucking table. But anyways, so let's have a look at this one.
10.4 million views? She's obviously doing something right.
So I do that. Boom. Community violation for nudity and overtly sexual material. Once again, not mine, hers. Hers that's already been out there and had millions of views. Like, I just look at that and again, it just, oh, there she goes again. Obviously, it upsets me so much I have to keep playing it. So yeah, this kind of shit on TikTok drives me crazy. Now, the reason why it drives me crazy is because I make my money. I get most of my leads, my business leads, through TikTok. I'm not one of these fitness influencers that goes on fucking social media and talks about all this freaking bullshit, crap that stupid products that don't do anything, stupid techniques that don't do anything. You'll have some young hot chick with a great freaking massive tone ass, and she'll do some stupid thing going, oh, this is how you're going to get this great ass. You're going to lie on the ground and do leg lifts. It's like, bitch, you've got fucking ass implants, okay? That's not even your ass. But you got all these dumb people at home buying this shit and going, oh my God, if Jessie 25674 does this and she looks like that, I'm going to do it too. And I'm going to follow her because she knows everything. Jessie fucking doesn't know anything. Okay, she doesn't know anything. And when she's telling you about this new supplement to take that's going to make your ass look great too, and you go out and buy it, funny, when you have to hit the link in her bio, there's a unique URL or there's a product code or promo code or whatever, because she's making money off your dumb purchase. All right. It's just ridiculous. And the funny thing is, I'll post fitness related things on TikTok, something about, you know, if you're trying to burn belly fat, like a stupid comment, a stupid post, you know, there's the best exercise to burn belly fat, which you see all the time. And then I come out going, there is no best exercise to burn belly fat. That's complete bullshit. No exercise burns any specific fat. You have to eat and lose fat everywhere to burn that belly fat. Now, what'll happen? A bunch of morons jump in my comments and start tagging all these influencers to see if I'm cap or no cap, which I even know what the fuck that meant before, but now I do. So they're tagging all these people. I'm looking at most of the people that they're tagging. I'm like, you're tagging this dude who's in great fucking shape, who's got 1 million followers, handsome dude. He's probably fucking 22, okay? I've been training people face to face since this guy was a stain in his mother's fucking underwear, and you're fucking asking him if what I'm saying is fucking cap or no cap? What the fuck does he know? The guy's been working out fucking 2 years, juiced to the fucking gills, and he looks like this. You know, he's got great hair and a great face. Hey, God bless you. But don't be fucking asking that prick if I'm freaking correct or I'm not. I will guarantee you, if I'm putting it out there and my reputation is with 3 decades of doing what I do, it's fucking correct. I'm not going to put bullshit stuff out there. So those kind of things drive me crazy. So like I said, I'm not making money off my posts in that I'm not selling anything in my posts. I've mentioned a couple supplements, things that I use. I have no affiliation with the company. I just said, hey, here's what I use. I'm just keeping it real. Funny thing is, so like I was saying, I make my money off getting clients. And then what do? I train those clients. So I work to make that money, but I use my social media to get exposure and get clients. So when these community violations come through, the shitty thing that happens is my views, all of a sudden, they start kind of shadow banning you. So I go from 150,000 profile visits a day down to 1,000. And my comments go from 30,000 comments on a post to 13. You know, so my traffic dies down tremendously. So it affects my business personally. And the funny thing is, I don't think it's TikTok itself. I think there's some fucking hater snowflake out there that all they want to freaking do is watch people like me and go report. And again, it takes TikTok weeks to get their shit together to check and see if what they reported is actually worth reporting or not. And regardless if it is or it isn't, your account's been affected. And then your views and all that stuff, your exposure slows right down. So it directly affects my business, which freaking pisses me off. So getting back to these community violations, and I showed you the things that I did, as innocent as they were. Actually, I just noticed there was one this morning too, as I ramble. I did a post, somebody asked me about my experience in high school. So I explained the kind of kid I was in high school. And I explained that I also went to a vocational school. So a vocational school, I didn't know it was one, to be honest. I was actually a decent student. I had met a friend that went to this school. I just moved to the area, so I went to. But a vocational school is where kids that have trouble learning go, bad kids, you know, they're always getting in trouble, and like mentally challenged, handicapped kids. So I used the word, I said it was a school that had, you know, tough kids that would always get in trouble, retarded kids. And I go, oh, hey, listen, we can't use that phrase anymore. So careful. And I had that post. It was up for like about 6 months. I reposted it about a month ago. And I just realized today, because my account has been shit, no traffic. I just realized today that that has a community violation for harassing and bullying. Now, I don't know exactly who I am harassing and bullying. I'm just referring to a phrase that we used back in the day. I would understand if I did a duet with the kid in that situation, and I used that word, which I did not. I also got another harassment the other day where I don't know if you guys understand what synthol is, but there's this trend lately. The stuff's been around for decades, but there's been this trend lately, mainly in third world countries, a lot of Russians, Brazilians, and stuff like that. I guess they're not really third world, but whatever, where they inject oil into their muscles. And it makes their muscles really big, but they look really stupid. So there's this famous Russian guy, young kid. Well, I don't know how old he is, probably 20 something, maybe 30. And he's everywhere. We'll call him a synthol celebrity. Okay. The guy's been on a zillion things. He puts himself out there. He shows off. It's just his arms here. Okay. His biceps and his triceps. It's just like like he's got a water balloon on, and nothing else. The rest of him's just skinny, and he's got bruises everywhere. It's just disgusting. His arms are going to be chopped off one day. And I do a duet with him, and I just go, Jesus. I go, dude, this is not what a muscle looks like. That's what a muscle looks like. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Boom. They wouldn't even, I appealed that when I said, how am I bullying, harassing this guy? This guy puts himself out there. I would understand if he was born with some deformity and I said something, maybe that's not the nicest. This guy makes himself look like that. I commented on it saying it looks ridiculous and it's not healthy, it's not safe. And I get in shit and I appealed it. They wouldn't even take the appeal. And I basically been warned that I could be permanently removed from TikTok for doing any more of this shit. Like, again, people, are you kidding me? Now, someone just tagged me in this video because this video has 12.5 million views, okay? Not taken down, not banned, not a community violation or anything. So let's have a look at this, shall we? Let's go. Let's get in there. All right.
Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong, take on anyone. Let's shit.
Mic drop. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That is acceptable on fucking TikTok? No community violations there. No, that's totally fine. Let your fucking 8-year-old watch that. But what I say, using the word fucking retard, talking about fucking 25 years ago, using that word, fucking showing somebody with stupid fucking arms where he's fucking making himself sick and saying that that's wrong, ban. That guy can dance around with his fucking disgusting tits out, with his fucking clown fucking outfit. Boom, 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 boom. This is it. This is what we want to see today. We're now in a society, and I'm going off on a fucking tangent, but we're now in a society where we celebrate fucking dipshits, misfits, and fucking freaks. What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ. Like, back in my day, that guy, he wouldn't have left his house. Like, Christ almighty, they'd be fucking burning his freaking house if they saw him walk around like that. And if he came near any children, he'd be knocked the fuck out. But no, on a kid's platform, that's totally acceptable. But don't use a certain word or offend any of the people. I have one post talking about that, saying, you know, some guy got offended at the way I used my words. And he says, you're not a man because of the way you talk. This guy, meanwhile, in his 40s, has nothing but fucking videos of kittens and hashtagging kittens all over TikTok. And he's talking to me about being a man. He's offended by the fact that I use the F word. You know, dude, fuck off, you fucking snowflake pussy. Get your shit together. All right. So anyways, venting, TikTok, done. Let's go over some silly questions. Now, when I say silly questions, I need to kind of clear that up. So I get some like stupid ass questions. Actually, okay, I'll mention this one first that don't have anything to do with anything. They're just like completely random. I did a post not too long ago. Someone was asking me, people ask me the weirdest things, you know, like what's the worst pain you've been in your life? So I say, well, I tell a little story about having kidney stones, and that was pretty goddamn painful. I'll tell you that to say the least. So, you know, I end up then getting questions to do with that. What the fuck? I can't even find the freaking question now. But basically the guy is like, well, what would you rather do? Experience the worst pain you had in your life? Oh, here we go. And I get this a lot too. People will often, not in this case, but they'll say, sorry, I don't mean to be a hater, but what's up with your fucking skin? Do you have skin cancer? You're gross. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank you for saying sorry first. Now, you don't want to be a hater. You can't say a big negative fucking comment and just preface it with sorry, and then it's okay, but whatever. So this person says, now I'd like to read it on my screen because my screen's fucking backwards, which makes no sense. But basically saying, sorry, just wanted to ask you something. Would you rather feel the worst pain you ever felt again, or have all your bones in your body crushed at the same time? Kidney stones were pretty painful, but every fucking bone in my body crushed at the same. Who the fuck would want that? Like, I need to seriously answer this question. you know what, Bob, I think I'd rather have the worst pain in my life again, because more than likely the recovery from having every bone in my fucking body crushed would probably be a little bit more extreme. Like, come on, dipshit. But those are some of like the dumbass out of the blue questions I get. But let's get into some of the dumbass fitness questions that I get. And when I say dumbass, I mean, they're coming from a good place, I'm sure. But the thing is, it just shows me how little society knows about nutrition and training. It's just like all common sense is completely freaking vanished. You know, like I'll have somebody ask, you know, what's a caloric deficit? It's like, what the fuck do you mean a caloric deficit? Like, what do you mean? What's a financial deficit? What's any kind of deficit? Like, it's less calories, you know? But the thing is, they think, because all these new names are coming out for the old shit all the time, you know, so they think, oh, what is this caloric deficit diet you're talking about? It's like, well, since the dawn of time, anybody who's eaten less calories than their body requires to maintain themselves, it's a fucking caloric deficit, you know? But again, we're stupid now. We don't understand anything. So whatever. So let's see. Where's a good one here that we have? All right. So here's one. Okay. So it says, hey, Darren, basically, I'm just showing it because it's legit. Hey, Darren, I need your help. I'm 199 pounds. I'm 5'3" and 46 years old. I want to lose fat, but I can't find my right macros to get in a deficit. What? You can't find your right macros to get in a deficit? What the fuck are you talking about? Macros are proteins, carbs, and fats, okay? They have nothing to do with your deficit. Your deficit is calorie-based, okay? So you don't use your macros to get in a deficit. Your calories become your deficit. So if you need 1,000 calories a day to stay as you are, and you have a deficit of 200, you're now at 800 calories a day. That has nothing to do with your protein, carbs, and fat. Those are, if you want to make your macro ratios a certain thing, you want to be keto, where your ratios are mainly fat and a little bit of protein and no carbs, or you want to have a balanced diet, you know, like isometric, where everything is like 30%, you know, those are your ratios. Now, I argued that, or didn't argue that, I explained that in a post. And of course, again, you get the fucking fitness dipshits that are tagging fucking 12-year-olds to ask me if what I'm talking about is true. And people go, well, you know, buddy, macros have calories. It's like, oh, do they? Thank you for clearing that, because I didn't realize that proteins, carbs, and fats had calories. Of course they fucking have calories. But that's not where you start your deficit from. You freaking figure out your deficit with the calories, and then you do your macro breakdown from there. So questions like that mildly do my head in. This person, at least they admit they don't get it. Please help. I've heard that a person needs at least 2,600 calories a day. Do I gain exactly what I eat or not? I don't really get it. No, you don't really get it. Who is this person that needs at least 2,600 calories a day? If you are a 5'1" woman who weighs 100 pounds, you do not need 2,600 calories a day. All right. First off, there is no everybody needs this. If you're a 350-pound bodybuilder, okay, you need a shitload of calories. If you're a 350-pound fat slob, you do not need a lot of calories, okay? Because you don't have the muscle that requires the calories to be fed. You may be eating the same as that bodybuilder that needs those calories, hence your weight and excess freaking body fat, but you don't need those calories. And again, if you're a tiny person and you had those 2,600 calories, you're going to gain weight from. So let's get away from these everybody needs this and that sort of thing, because that's definitely not how it works. All right. Let's see. All right. So here's another one. Again, common sense, people. Let's all go. So this person doesn't have access to a gym. And basically what they're saying is, I've been trying to lose weight, but I don't have access to a gym. So all I can do is go on runs every day. Do you know any other activities I can do? Let's think about this for a second. So he goes on runs already. There's jogging. No, that's running. There's sprinting. That's also running. Fuck. No, dude, that's it. There's only running. Oh, fuck. No, wait. There's a million fucking activities you can do. Like, are you serious? This person, the only thing they can think of doing activity-wise is running? How about a burpee? How about a jumping jack? How about fucking somebody? How about any activity that requires moving? You know, anything. Climb a freaking hill. Do a pull-up on a monkey bar. Freaking, like, the only thing the person can think about is running. That's the only physical activity. Again, people often just lose all common sense when they're talking about a topic that they're just not extremely well versed in. I remember when I do meal plans for people, I list out per meal how many grams of protein, carbs, and fat each person is going to require. Okay. So I say, listen, I don't give a shit what you eat within reason, as long as you meet your macronutrient requirements for each meal. So if I said I want you to have 30 grams of protein, have 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, whatever it is, match it. Remember, I had this one client, actually several, but this one client in particular, an accountant. And she's like, I'm just having trouble changing up the meals in my meal plan. I go, what do you mean? I just can't figure these out. I can't get my numbers to match. I go, you can't get your numbers to match? What are you talking about? She's like, well, I go, you're a fucking accountant. And she's like, I'm not a nutritionist. And I'm like, okay, hold on a second. So you're not a nutritionist, so you can't get your numbers to match. So basically you're saying, if Farmer Bob had 6 apples and Farmer Dave had 5 apples, and Farmer Bob gave Dave 5 of his apples, how many apples would Farmer Bob have left? Oh, who the fuck knows? I'm not an apple farmer. I'm like, it's simple math, for Christ's sakes. Why are you getting so confused just because it's nutrition? It's numbers. But this is what's happening. People don't think. And also, I don't think people go to Google before they message me. They just kind of get kind of lazy and go, I'm just going to send Darren an asinine message here. So let's see, here's another one. This is another reference to how things that have been around forever, we're confusing people by renaming them. So this person writes, what is body recomposition? Who and how can it be done? I don't know why the who came in, but how can it be done? Thank you in advance. I was like, body recomposition, that's a thing now they talk about. So if you're 6'1", 230 pounds at 30% body fat, and you lose a pound, you've recompositioned your body. Okay, if you lose a pound of fat, your body fat percentage has now gone down 0.5% or whatever it may be for that person that size. I'm not pulling my calculator out. But now again, we have to confuse just fat loss and getting leaner. We've now called it body recompositioning. You know, and again, I don't know what this is. It's got to be sales tax, you know, this new freaking social media modern thing. And again, these freaking influencers that have to come out with their own name for something that's already been around forever, like intermittent fasting. People talk about intermittent fasting all the time. You know, oh, I do my 16-hour window of intermittent fasting now. It's like, oh, great. You don't have breakfast. That's fucking original. It's like for decades, the majority of people working in an office in the United States, for example, will get up in the morning. They'll grab a cup of coffee. They don't eat anything. They go to work. They have lunch. They have dinner later in the day, and they don't eat anything until lunch the next day. I guess they've been intermittent fasting for all these years. Like, again, we'll just keep renaming shit. Speaking of intermittent fasting, I think somebody asked me something about that here. Here's one. This is for women. So in women, intermittent fasting is only recommended for 12 hours. What's your opinion? Well, my opinion is that's bullshit. Most women already intermittent fast for 12 hours. You talk to most women. What time do you finish eating at night? 7 o'clock. Now, most women that are average looking, okay? What time do you finish eating at night? 7 o'clock. What time do you get up in the morning? 6:30. When do you have breakfast? 7. Oh, shit. 12 hours. Did you know you're intermittent fasting for 12 hours? Oh, I am. You know, it's like, come on. And It's only recommended that that's the way they do it. Why? What's going to happen? What's going to happen if she goes to lunch and doesn't eat anything? Something bad health-wise? I don't think so. Here's the thing. Men, women, we can go on and on about how different we are in hormones and this and that and whatever, but at the end of the day, is there male dog food and frickin' female dog food? No. Do we exercise a male dog different than a frickin' female dog? No, we don't. So this person on that topic, let's see. So this person asks, my wife wants to know that as a female, can she follow your advice and get some of the same results, or does it differ from male to female advice? I don't say, hey, fellas, or hey, ladies, this is for you, because it's for everybody. When I'm talking about how you should eat, it's just how you should eat. When I'm talking about how you should work out to lose body fat and maintain your muscle mass, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's the same shit. Your body responds the same way. The only way I would change somebody's workout is male to female is if they had a very specific look they were going for. So if it's a guy who wants to be thick and functional and stuff, maybe I'll get him doing more core work and shit like that too. If it's a woman that wants to keep her waist really small and wants a bigger ass, maybe I'll put a bit more glute shit in her freaking program and have little to no core work, which actually I have pretty much little to no core work in everybody's program. But yeah, it's like, once again, common sense. We're human beings. We do everything the same. Every animal you see out there in nature, and we're animals, okay? We're just animals with an intellect that for some reason fucks shit up. Their natural instinct is just to do their normal thing. You don't see a gazelle, a male gazelle eats the greener grass and a female gazelle eats the lighter grass, or a male gazelle freaking sprints this way and then does a double twist, and a female does the other. They all do the same shit, And speaking of that topic with animals, I did a post the other day which turned people sideways. I guess it was more than just the other day, back in the day, if you will. And it was talking about how we're pretty much the only animals on the planet that overeat. I'm like, you don't see fat animals in the wild. You don't see obese animals. They don't. Even if they have access to city food and that, like seagulls, or certain birds, pigeons, whatever, they can go to a McDonald's freaking dumpster, garbage can, and freaking French fries and stuff. But you don't see any of them lying there on the ground, unable to move because they've eaten so many French fries. They don't. They eat and they go, all right, I'm good. Off they go. They eat for survival. We, however, eat when we're sad. We eat when we're mad. We eat when we're happy. We eat when we celebrate. We eat when we're fucking bored. And we eat whatever. And the thing is, most of the shit we eat hasn't even been around fucking 100 years ago. We're eating all this processed freaking garbage all the time, and people are freaking wondering why they're so freaking big. It's like, come on. So I posted that thing, and then I get a bunch of freaking geniuses. What about elephants? Elephants are fat. What about hippos? They're fat. No, they're not. Fucking elephants are not fat. They're walking around. You see their muscles moving. That is not fat. They're large. Okay? They're large. They're not fat. And hippos, again, you can go, it's round. That's the way its body is shaped. They're like, what about orangutans? They're fat. Really? Have you seen a fucking orangutan move around? That thing will rip your arms off and slap you in the fucking head with them. It's like, these animals are shaped that way. And if there's certain animals that store a lot of fat, it's not because they're obese. It's because that's how they're freaking designed. Oh, do you ever see whales? They're fat. Are they? They're not. And do you see one whale out of the herd that's 3 times the size of the other fucking whales? No, you don't. Come on, people. We're fat. Oh, there are animals that are fat. That's true. They're called pets. You know what? I'm even fucking guilty of that. My son came over about 6 months ago or something like that, and we have a 7-pound Chihuahua. And he's like, why does Azul look so fat? I'm like, what are you talking about? He doesn't look fat. My wife on the DL had been giving him treats. I didn't even know that existed. We don't give our dogs treats. They've been the same fucking weight for years. And it was such a gradual process. I didn't see the little prick get fat. So I grab him and I go on the scale. Last time I weighed him, he was 7 pounds. He was 10.5 pounds, the fat prick. And I looked at him and he knew it. I'm like, you fat bastard. He was all shamed and whatnot. I'm surprised I didn't get it. I should have put that post on TikTok, but I would have got a community violations for bullying and harassment of my fucking puppy. And anyways, we put the prick on a diet, and now he's back to his normal weight. But yeah, so it's like, no, animals do not get fat. They don't sit there and overeat like we do. Let's see. Here's an interesting one. It's all about the terms. So, what's the healthiest alcohol? What's your go-to alcoholic drink? So, what's the healthiest alcohol? That's like saying, what's the water you'll drown in the least? There is no healthy alcohol. There's alcohols that maybe do not have as many calories as other ones, but I'm definitely not going to use the word healthy. Okay. If you're drinking alcohol to get all fucked up and you don't want to consume as many calories, you just got to go with straight up liquor. For the most part, whether it's, someone just posted, tequila, vodka, gin, whiskey, rye, which is a whiskey, I guess, they're all basically the same. They're all basically the same calories, give or take a couple. Where you get into trouble is the actual mixes that you put in there, right? So if you're going to be putting in juice and sugary drinks and stuff, well, then obviously the calories start adding up. Most regular beers have a lot of calories in there with the carbs and whatnot. A lot of wine can be actually very low in carbs. But yeah, at the end of the day, there's no healthy alcohol. It's all bad. And it's not even a case of just the calories. Alcohol has other negative effects too, where, for example, if you're trying to build muscle, it's going to impact that. You have a couple shots or a couple glasses of wine or a couple beers in one night, it's going to put you in your body in an environment where it's not going to be as efficient at building, repairing muscle mass or burning body fat over the next couple days. So healthy, there is no healthy one, that is for sure. All right, this person here asks, basically, what's better for losing inches all around? Doing a 12 to 15 rep range with with heavier weight, or going lighter for 15 to 30? I lift heavy 4 times a week and just getting bigger. Now, I'd like to see who this person is who is just getting bigger. Most people are not just going to be packing muscle on like it's nothing. All right. Now, this person is probably full of shit. They're probably getting bigger because they're eating too much. That's it. So when you're talking about losing inches all around, here is like very low, from 1 rep max to maybe even up to, you can't lift it more than times. It's not that heavy. Lighter weight, 15 to 30, it's like we just considered heavy up to 15 and lighter weight starts at 15. It's like, okay, if you said 1 to 6 reps heavier and 15 to 30 lighter, okay, that makes a bit more sense. So again, the question's kind of screwy. But here's the thing. You're not lifting weights to lose inches, okay? You're eating less to lose inches. You're lifting weights to shape your body, all right? Muscle mass is what makes your body shape nice. Body fat comes in all weird places and makes your body look like God knows frickin' what, okay? So you're lifting weights, and the main reason why I get people to lift weights is I want them to preserve their muscle mass while they're eating less calories to lose their body fat. Because when you're on a caloric deficit, your body caloric deficit. It doesn't know that you're intentionally feeding your body less. It thinks what's happening is you're in an environment where there's just less food all of a sudden. So you need to survive in that environment. And the way you survive is by having a slower metabolism, or at least a metabolic rate that isn't as high. Because if it is really high, you're just going to start consuming yourself. So what your body does is actually exactly that. It starts burning muscle to slow your metabolism to match your new calories. So most people that try to lose weight by just dieting and doing cardio and stuff, they're losing muscle mass hand over fist or whatever. And when that's happening, their metabolism is slowing down. Then all of a sudden they plateau and they're like, oh, that's weird. I don't know why I'm plateauing. And it's like, because your metabolism shit. And they generally up their cardio or lower their calories more. And guess what? Metabolism sinks, tanks, slows down. So this is not the way to do it. When you are lifting weights while you are actually dieting or just on a caloric deficit, your body wants to burn that muscle mass, but it can't because you're putting a heavy demand on it. So again, it's that law of adaptation. It's going to adapt to whatever you do, and it wants to get into that survival mode. So it goes, I realize I've only got these calories coming in from the outdoors or from the outside, but I've got all these internal calories. I've got all this belly fat. I've got this fat on the back of my neck, my ass, whatever. So when you have to do the weights all the time, your body starts reprioritizing, and instead what it does is start burning your body fat so that your muscle mass is preserved on those lower calories. Oh my God. So again, questions like this. So this person, come on, get in there. And it does not. You know what? This question is so stupid. The camera does. There we go. Doesn't even want to pick it up. So whereabouts? Okay, let me actually read this. Where should I work out in my house if I don't want to do it in front of anybody in my home? Dude, I have no fucking idea where you should work out in your fucking house so nobody can see you. I don't know where you live. You did not give me a floor plan. You did not give me a floor plan with locations of where people are. It's your house. Why don't you find a room that has a door and maybe close it and you can work out there? How about that? Like, these are serious questions, people. You may think, oh no, that's bullshit. It is not bullshit. And when I answer these on TikTok, like I am right now, people are like, you're so condescending. He's asking a simple question. It's like, he may be asking me a question like, what color fucking shirt is he wearing? I don't know. I don't see you. You know, it's like, holy shit. Yeah, these people, they freaking drive me crazy. Let's see. Oh yeah, that guy. All right. Okay, here's one. Again. So does this one come in? And oh, boom, look at that. So what workouts do you recommend for the love handles? I'm 40, eating right. I've lost 45 pounds, but my sides are looking the same. So what workouts do I recommend for fat hanging off the side of your body? It's fucking fat, okay? There's no fat workout. You don't grab it and go, and all of a sudden it starts breaking down. It does not work that way. Your love handles are not a muscle. So every time you see more, again, of these fitness influencers that are telling you, here's the best exercise to get rid of your love handles, immediately report that person for stupidity and unfollow them. Okay? There is no exercise for fat hanging off the side of your body. That gets smaller by losing more fat. Okay? This, again, it's not rocket science, but I'll tell you, we could have a fucking infomercial on TV or something that goes around in social media going, hey, here's the new love handle blaster. All you do is you grab this and you pinch this way and your love handles disappear, and it would fucking sell because people are, oh, I can't use that word. People are freaking stupid nowadays. Absolutely stupid. Soft, stupid, always looking for the easy way out. Don't want to put the work in. Let me see. Where's another one? Oh, here's what I like seeing too. These people, all excuses. So this person hates themselves. I hate myself and my body, and I'm very fat, and I can't stop myself from eating or force myself to exercise even though I want to. Okay. This person hates themselves. Hate. That's a fucking big word. Hate. I don't surround myself with anything I hate. I fucking hate it. You know, I'm not going to go to a restaurant that I hate. I'm not going to freaking look in the mirror every day and see something on me that I hate. I'm going to do something about it. This person wants to, but they can't force themselves to. So what should they do? Fucking look in the mirror, get disgusted with yourself, and fucking do something about it. So you don't hate it. You don't like the fact, this is what it really is. They should say, I don't like the fact that my body's freaking disgusting and I want to do something about it. But unfortunately, I love eating all this fucking garbage that makes me look like this more than I dislike how it makes me look. So that's what that basically comes down to. Okay. Don't tell me you hate yourself, and you want so hard to do this, but you just can't make yourself do it. Oh, so sad. I did do a post about that one. And again, got a lot of people like, thank you. This is what I needed to hear. You're right. I'm going to fucking make changes and blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, the snowflakes get on. Again, you're so terrible. This person's asking for help and you're not helping them. It's like, shut up. This person needs a slap across the face going, get off your fat fucking ass, get into the gym, put your goddamn Doritos down, go grab a fucking piece of celery and let's fucking go. That's what they need. All right, here's another one. Very common. So let's see. Next time when I do this, I'll actually use technology and have things pop up on the screen so I don't have to do this. I got to do some research on that shit though. Anyways, so this person talking about loose skin and what it weighs. I have loose skin from being extremely overweight in the past. That's balls. How can I determine how much of my weight is skin? I've been lifting to build muscle. Last part, irrelevant. So this part wants to know how, or this person wants to know how much their skin weighs. Now, don't ask me why, but I love watching shows like frickin' Botch, these plastic surgery shows where people go in there where shit's been all fucked up and they got to get these guys to fix it. I also used to watch Extreme Makeover, this body show where people lose a tremendous amount of weight that have tons of excess skin and they have to get all the skin removed, and the poor bastards that have stitches everywhere is terrible. But here's the thing. They go into a plastic surgeon, and I've had clients in the same situation tell me this. They go into a plastic surgeon and they look at them and they grab their skin. You know, they grab this big lump like that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. They're like, yeah, no amount of diet or exercise is going to get rid of this loose skin. We've got to remove it. And the person's like, okay. So they get their tummy tuck or whatever. And then they're cutting this skin off, which you see the layer of skin and then a massive amount of freaking subcutaneous yellow fat that gets put into a pan, and then they weigh it. And they're like, we cut off 25 pounds of skin. And that person's like, oh my God, that was extra 25 pounds of skin. No, it fucking was not 25 pounds of skin, okay? When someone goes like this and grabs your skin and moves it around, it's fat, all right? That's fat. It's not fucking skin. You know what skin is? Skin's this. See, how can I even get this good for you? Skin is that. Skin is millimeter thick, a millimeter. When you're grabbing inches, that's body fat. So when these freaking scam artist, freaking salespeople, plastic surgeons, are grabbing all this going, no amount of diet or exercise will get rid of that. Well, no amount of exercise will. That's true. But diet sure as fuck will. I've had people where their skin is this thin, but it's hanging off them like a sheet because they got shredded. I judged bodybuilding competitions where you could tell some poor freaking prick up there lost about 150 pounds or more and got absolutely shredded. And their nipples are hanging down like 8 inches below where they should be. You see a shredded body under it, but the skin is paper thin and it's just hanging off them. That is skin. And that skin, if they cut off 50 pounds of loose skin, probably 1 pound is skin, if that, and the other 49 plus is fat. Okay, so let's get that right. You know, we don't have 8-inch thick skin. That's one of these things that drives me freaking crazy. Yet you see it all the time. These doctors saying it. Good Jesus. Oh boy, here's another one. All right. So, how much weight can you expect to lose each week when you drop your calories? How much weight can you expect to lose when you drop your calories? How the fuck am I supposed to answer that? What are you dropping by? 1? You're not going to lose any weight. Drop them by 10,000? Might lose 3 pounds. Are you shredded? Are you morbidly obese? Are you this? Are you that? There's a million freaking bits of information I need before I can answer a question like that. And I get questions that vague and that stupid all the time. Simply, how many calories should I eat in a day? I don't fucking know. What do you do in a day? How old are you? How tall are you? Are you male? Are you female? Freaking, what's your body composition? I don't know. Like, it's so stupid. Absolutely so stupid. that people think it's just this simple. How much weight should you lose if you drop your calories? Oh, you should lose 2.7833 pounds. Exactly. If you drop your calories. Oh, great. Even these people, I've been on a caloric deficit for 6 weeks and I haven't seen any change. It's like, have you been on a caloric deficit? Do you even know what your maintenance calories are? Do you even know how to figure out your maintenance calories? I guess you don't. You have no idea how much you're eating. You think you're in a caloric deficit because you're not eating the same amount of shit that you ate before. You're just eating a smaller amount of shit. Oh, here's somebody too. So I had a post talking about staying in shape for your age and blah, blah, blah. So this person comments, you basically have to be a doctor or at least financially set in order to invest the time and money to look like this, or he puts thus, right? Yeah, that's right. Because the only people that are in shape in this world are fucking doctors, which if you go and look at most doctors, not in shape, nurses, even worse, but you have to be a doctor, at least financially set to invest the time and money to look like this. Yeah, most competitors that you see on stage and fitness models don't have a pot to piss in, okay? You think freaking bodybuilders that are jacked as hell going into the club with their shitbox car outside, their freaking shitty old shoes, their shitty whatever, are freaking doctors and fucking financially set? No, my own clients know. They work out 3 hours a week, okay? Is that a massive investment in time? No. Now, depending on what program they're on, some of them do pay quite a bit of money. I'll give them that. But at the end of the day, when I first started working out, I didn't spend a goddamn penny on it. Well, I went to the gym. I had a gym membership. Other than that, I bought my food to eat like any other person does. We all have to eat food. And I would just lift 3 times a week. That's it. It's as simple as that. So to say this is self-defeating. And this guy's picture too, if I can kind of pull this up so you can get in there again. Come on, focus on him. It's a face. All right, whatever. I'm going to describe it for you. Oh, there it is. He's got a hell of a mustache on. I can tell just by looking at his cheeks that this is a big guy. Okay, he's a fatter guy. So he's now told himself that you've either got to be rich to get in shape or it's impossible. So he's like, I can't afford to get in shape. I'm not rich. All right. Can you afford $10 a month at Planet Fitness? I guess not. All right. So here's a typical one too. Now this person started off the question very nice. I have to say, I can't really talk shit about that. Hi, love your page. Hey, thank you. You've already set me up. Question for you. Is it possible to meet your macronutrition goals as a vegetarian? Of course it is. It's protein, carbs, and fat. It doesn't matter what style you eat, to hit your macros. You just hit your macros. You adjust your meals so you do. Now, as a vegetarian, depending on the type of vegetarian, do they eat eggs? Do they do whatever? Even if they don't, let's say it's a pure vegan. Okay, let's go that hardcore. Can you meet your macros if you're a vegan? Yes, you can. If I said I want the majority of your food to be protein and you're a vegan, yeah, you're not going to do it by eating chickpeas and fucking quinoa because you're going to get more carbs, right? But you can have plant-based protein powder and eat nothing but that. Drink that shit all day long. Guess what? All you're getting is you're a freaking vegan and all you have is protein in your diet. So again, nutrition, common sense, 2 completely different things. Oh, hey, freaking by the way, getting back to my freaking community violations from TikTok at the beginning of this freaking live, same shit happened on my fucking Facebook the other day. So we'll look at this. I found this last night, basically telling Facebook, warning me that if I do something like this again, I'm going to be shut down. So in my private group that I created, okay, my private group for my clients, where I commented on one of my clients' pictures, Facebook, their little algorithm, picked up what I said in a comment. So my client showed dramatic weight loss that they had done, dramatic weight loss. And I posted, wow, you animal. Boom, community violation for bullying or harassing. I appeal it. It gives you a bunch of options. I said, you're taking it out of context. They reviewed it, comes back, no, we didn't. You have a bullying and harassing thing. For propping up one of my clients going, you animal, good job. All right. Whatevs. So anyways, all social media is fucked. We've got a bunch of pussy, snowflake, pansies that are offended by every little word. You can't post anything without offending people unless you look like a goddamn clown who's a male with big tits, exposed to everyone, dancing around, swearing in the streets. That's okay. But don't be a 50-something-year-old jacked white bald guy with the fucking beard talking fucking facts because you rub people the wrong way. So anyways, we're at hour 54, felt like hour 54, minute 54. I'm surprised that I even got this thing up and working. I got to do a little bit more research on how to get this thing done properly because, yeah, my time feed thing didn't work. And that's probably why there's only a few of you on here. I mean, had I done it properly, it probably would have been millions. No, there wouldn't have been. But if my TikTok was actually working properly, like it was a few months ago when I would do a live and I had freaking 35,000 people on there, and now I get next to nothing, well, what am I going to do? Community violations. So anyways, I'm going to shut this down and I'm going to read your comments then. I know they're coming up. I just haven't been reading them because it's going to take me off track. And I'm going to do this again next week. I'm going to make this a weekly thing. I don't know. I might change the environment. I was freaking trying to find a spot to even freaking sit. It's a bunch of bullshit in this place. You know, if you guys have any comments for me that you'd like me to talk about or whatever, any topics or whatever, maybe something more positive than the freaking negative shit I was spewing this past hour, by all means, put them down there. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw or heard, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribing, please subscribe, hit notifications. I'm trying to do all the things that people say on YouTube. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I listen to my podcasts. I don't watch them. So anyways, I'll try and make this better each time and put a little bit more oomph and pizzazz into it. But, oh, I see likes going up. Good. All right. So go on, open other YouTube accounts, go on here and then re-like my video. No, don't do that. But well, you can if you want. No. Anyways, so I will see you guys later, and everybody have a great rest of your weekend, and peace.